just very briefly, in keeping up with the rhythm that you've established for this meeting, I think that COP26 will be successful. And I think that the success can be predicated on the level of detail that we're seeing in all of these participations. I think that the GCA should be credited with some of that. There was a risk that climate change would be lost somewhere within the pandemic. So adapting to the pandemic and maintaining the climate change agenda, I think, is a testament to the resilience and the creativity of the GCA. The only climate change issue that came out of Latin America was actually a paper that was endorsed by all of the foreign ministers that they worked with the GCA to provide a huge political endorsement to this agenda. I think that the GCA has been key in mobilizing political support to a policy agenda, and that, I think, is a driver to good results come COP26. I do think that there's a couple of opportunities that we can work through the GCA between now and then. First, I think, and the OECD and Roberto Lassi can probably talk a little bit about that at the outset, there's an opportunity to do outreach with parliaments. And I know that there would be interest to do that between now and COP, so that we can actually have parliamentarians at the table. At the end of the day, they are the ones that authorize policy, and they are also the ones that authorize budgets. And we need good policy, and as Patrick has said repeatedly, we need good budgets. And there's another issue that I think that we can work on. Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said that the more we mitigate, the less that we're going to have to adapt. And many among this table have said that we need a yardstick to measure adaptation, and that there are different sides of the same coin. I think that one of the big issues that are going to come out of COP26 is the concept of net zero. We're going to be talking about how far we need to achieve it, how we can get there. But building upon what Feike commented, the private sector is going to need to play a big role, because we're going to need to measure how we are moving, how the private sector is moving towards achieving net zero. So I think if the GCA can link up to that measure and sort of find a way to translate net zero into an adaptation goal and to mobilize the private sector's resources to that effect, then we'll be able to get public money, private money, and financing behind the adaptation agenda. So I think there's a huge opportunity opening up towards that. I think that the creativity of the GCA will be key in achieving that. Just as this office can move 1 meter up and 1 meter down, I think that the GCA will be able to move the debate more than 1 meter up in order to get the resources that we need going forward through linking and finding a good yardstick. And I think that net zero is the way to do it. So thank you, Patrick, and congratulations.